Additionally, we have a really important piece of video. This comes to us from a lawyer who represented 70 of Epstein's victims, who said that the only guy that he got in touch with who was very helpful to going after Jeffrey Epstein was one Donald J. Trump. Take a look, cut 3 here. This lawyer, again, who represented Epstein victims, who said Trump's the good guy in this story. Look.
The only thing that I can say about President Trump is that he is the only person who, in 2009, when I served a lot of subpoenas on a lot of people, or at least gave notice to some pretty connected people that I wanted to talk to them, he is the only person who picked up the phone and said, let's just talk. I'll give you as much time as you want. I'll tell you what you need to know, and was very helpful in the information that he gave, and gave no indication whatsoever that he was involved in anything untoward whatsoever, but had good information that checked out and that helped us, and that we didn't have to take a deposition of him.
And that was in 2009?
That was in 2009. So,
do you know if there's any truth to James Patterson's claims that Trump kicked Epstein out of Mar-a-Lago?
I've definitely heard that.
Okay, so that gets to the next piece of evidence in Trump's favor. President Trump, by now, you likely know, but for those who don't, he banished Jeffrey Epstein from Mar-a-Lago for harassing a member's daughter. Take a look here. This is an old CNBC report on the subject, but I want to make sure you get a hold of it here. Trump banned Jeffrey Epstein from Mar-a-Lago after these sex criminal hit on another member's daughter.
I am your host, Jack Remington, of the Jack Remington Political Analyst Channel. Today's June 6th. It's been a couple of days since the Elon Musk versus Donald Trump feud that's been made public. So we're going to keep a baseball scores. So Elon Musk scores the first run with coming public with something very attention-grabbing with the tweet from years ago that Donald Trump was on Epstein's island. Of course, he doesn't give a timeline. So it's a double up the middle and it scores 1 run. So it's Elon Musk 1, Donald Trump 0. Elon Musk was part of the Doge thing that Donald Trump and he worked out pretty well. Thank goodness for Doge. They exposed Democrats and rhinos what they really are. They spend money like drunken sailors and brag about it. Give Elon Musk another run. It's 2-0. Elon versus Trump. Trump 0. Now we go to the next inning. Trump finally decides, hey, look, we used to have a great relationship, but that's probably not possible anymore. But I got to pass this bill, and Elon's mad that the EV credits are going to go away, and he thinks it's hurting his Tesla business. But he's going to go back to work his Tesla business. So I made that clear. There was no deception on my part, and you know what? And I believe Trump on that one. So he just hit a 3-run home run to take the lead, 3-2. Trump versus Elon. Donald Trump 3, Elon Musk 2. Then go to the 4th inning. Elon Musk strikes back. Well, he's unappreciative, and without me, he wasn't the one in the election. A triple, scores a run. It's 3-3, tied it up. It's 3-3 each. But in the 4th inning, Trump hits another 3-run home run. This bill's, yes, it's going to add a little bit to the deficit over a 10-year period. You knew that, Elon. You knew that coming in. We talked about it many times. You were part of the process. You were listening to all the meetings and knew a lot about this bill that other people still don't know about. He's pulled away from Elon in this feud. Elon strikes back. He goes, well, we should start another party that represents 80% of the Americans in the middle, all the spending. And Elon should get some credit. He is partially right. I mean, he has a good point that we are spending ourselves into oblivion. So Elon, he scores 2 runs here. He got a double and scores 2 runs. It's 6-5. But in the 5th inning, Donald Trump gets up to bat, and hey, my tariffs money over the next 10 years coming in is going to wipe out at least $7 trillion, and our deficit is going to be approximately $30 trillion instead of the $37 trillion it is now. And that's huge. I mean, so it's not insurmountable anymore, and we're working on getting it lower. I'm going to try to get even more tariff money in my last few years of office here. It's got 3.5 years left. I mean, that's a grand slam home run. And you know what? And people start to realize that Trump has a point with these tariffs. Why should we have this trade imbalance? Every country is trying to rip us off. He's been talking about that for 40 years. He was on Oprah. He was on this show. He was on that show. And he talked about it all the time. That's all he was bitching about it. And then he just got tired. So, I'm going to run for president myself. I'll see if I can fix it myself. And you know what? He figured out 3 times to get elected president. And 2020 didn't kind of work out for him. But that's beyond the scope of this video. And Trump doesn't care about that anymore. I think Charlie Kirk has let it slip out in one of his podcasts. He goes, well, I asked the president point blank. And he goes, I don't care. I just don't care. He doesn't have time. And he's 78 years old. He knows time is running short. And that's why he's moving at the breakneck speed. So Trump gets 2 more runs on that. So now it is 12-5, Trump versus Elon. So now we're going into the later innings. They got relief pitchers in. It's back and forth. Now it's on X, it's on social media. And the fact that Trump did not strike first and that Trump tried to let this thing die its own death, he gets another run. Now it's Trump 13, Elon 5. I should take a run away from Elon because he's acting like a spoiled brat child that doesn't get his way. And there's been bits and pieces about his behavior with his women and this. He's got 14. He's got 14 kids. He's got 13 sons and 1 daughter by like 5 different women. And was he married to any of them or one of them? And one of them was an Amber Heard chick. She's the most successful 17-year-old runaway in the history of the world. She somehow run away, got on a Greyhound bus and landed in downtown Broadway, Los Angeles. And first Corvette come by, hey, you need dinner, you need lunch? And she was on her way, and then she wound up, now she had this big thing with Johnny Depp. She had a lot of support with young white females, didn't she? They wanted her to win that case no matter what. So they all must have been Democrats. And I want to talk about that for a second here, if I may. Elon Musk was a rabid Democrat. He bragged and admitted, he goes, I voted for Hillary, but when she lost to Obama in the primaries, I voted for Barack Obama. I voted for him twice. I voted for Joe Biden. And then when Joe Biden kicked him off the EV committee in February of 2021, a month after Joe Biden took office, guess what? It made Elon Musk mad. Elon Musk did some great things, got Twitter, got some free speech back over a lot of accounts that were kicked off. Jack Dorsey, the admitted Marxist. Yes, the guy from Frisco, Jack Dorsey, is an admitted Marxist. When Joe Biden left the astronaut stuck in space, Elon Musk went up there and rescued him. I really admire Elon Musk. We have Tesla solar, a battery power pack on, and we got a Tesla app on my phone. I was going to buy a Tesla car. And I hate to say this, but Elon, your behavior, and I'm taking ketamine, I'll do this, I'll do that. Yeah, that's not child protective material. Are you that mad that Donald Trump wants to pass this bill? The bill has immigration money that he's going to need to ramp up the deportations. You got to remember, it's easier for the mice and rats to break in your house, and it costs a lot of money to get them out once they get out. And so Trump needs money in these court cases. All the Marxists, they want these. You admitted yourself, Elon, that Trump's hurting their voter base by kicking them out. I mean, I saw your tweets myself. You know better than anybody that what's up with this. So either you support this president or you don't. And if you don't want to support him anymore, that's fine. But God help us if you support the other side. Is that who you really are deep inside anyway? You were a Democrat or a Dino, a Democrat in name only? Is that what you were? And now I want to talk about this Epstein Island crap. There is no dispute, even on the other opposition. They all know and they all concede that Donald Trump kicked Jeffrey Epstein's ass out of Mar-a-Lago. I want to say it was 1998. I'm not sure what year it was, but it was been over 20 years ago. I'm not sure Jeffrey Epstein had that island at that time. There's no way Donald Trump could have went to that island because he and Jeffrey Epstein became enemies. And Donald Trump's got security. Epstein has security. Epstein, they say, was a Mossad agent. He probably had free security, probably. Trump's always had to pay for his security, and even now. Would you trust the Secret Service after what happened to him in Butler, Pennsylvania? It's a different video for a different day. Forgive my digression here. So, Donald Trump was on Epstein Island. Say this tweet. I mean, okay. When was he on Epstein Island? And if he was on Epstein Island, did he do anything? Did he diddle those 12-year-old girls? Did he or didn't he? So you didn't say that. You give no specifics. You're trying to harm Trump. Throwing that bombshell out there is going to hurt Trump and hurt the Republicans. And we got the midterms coming up. I know you want this bill to fail because it doesn't protect your EV business. Well, you know what? America's not just your Teslas, Elon Musk. It's about the whole country. Okay, the more money we got to spend on the illegals, there's less money people have to buy your Teslas. Think of it that way. And if a hack like me can figure this out, and I'm nowhere near a billionaire, or you're half a trillionaire at one point, the world's richest man, you got to have some brains. And have some hack like me talk to you like this, and talk about you like this on a public video after I've supported you all these years, that's saying something. I'm not saying I'm right. I'm not saying I'm wrong. Nobody wants this. Even on the 5 last night, they got this guy named Harold. He's actually a reasonable Democrat. He was a former congressman from Tennessee, I think it was. I think is where he was from. I can't remember Harold's last name right now because I'm going in such a hurry. And I got no script again. And he said nobody wants this. Even the Democrats don't want to see this feud between the two most powerful men in the world. Donald Trump's a leader of the free world, and Elon Musk is a world richest man. He's got Tesla. Tesla fell 48 points the other day, or was it yesterday? Okay, it's bounced back up 16 points a day, but still, that's enough for now. God bless America. God bless Donald Trump. Come on, Elon Musk, come back around. It's not too late. Don't make it permanent. Don't give the Democrats any. I mean, they're flat on their backs for now, and they're down, but don't help them back up. Make them get up on their own and expend their own energy and resources. Thank you. Stay tuned for the next video. Thank you.